Hey guys, today we're going to build a CSS-only tooltip with 4 directions, no JavaScript at all. So let's get started. So as you can see, here I have prepared some layout. Here we have some styles which are not related to tooltip functionality. And here is our HTML part. Okay, so yeah, I think that you see it. So now let's get started. So the first thing we need is a wrapper class called Tooltip. So as you can see, each div has a class which is a wrapper called Tooltip. So here inside styles, let's say that here we will have a tooltip, and the only job of this class is one thing. Here we need to say position to be relative. So this tells the browser that when our pseudo-elements, which are before and after, use position absolute, they should position themselves relative to this div, not the whole page. Otherwise, the tooltip would fly off somewhere random, okay? So it will make before and after position themselves relative to this div, not the whole page. And here we can also say that display property will be inline block. So by doing this, we shrink the wrapper to fit the button and not take all the available width as divs normally do, okay? Now we can create the tooltip box using before, which is a pseudo element, okay? So let's say tooltip before. So this is a pseudo element, which is a fake element the browser creates for us. No HTML needed. All we need is content and position absolute. So here let's say content to be equal to attribute, and here we need to say data-tip and position, and position to be absolute. So now if we save, as you can see, here we have some text, and this text, we take it from data-tip. As you can see, we have it from, this is a tooltip on the bottom, and so on. But if I write something like this, the texts are gone, okay? So to be able to extract these texts that we want to have when we hover for a tooltip, we need to say attribute, and then we need to provide the name to be able to extract it, okay? So as I have said, it reads whatever the text we put in data-tip on the HTML element. So we never touch CSS to change the message, okay? Now we can add positioning still inside this before. We want to position it above the button, okay? So here I will paste these styles. So let's save it. And as you can see, they are on top. So bottom 100% means go up by the full height of the button plus 10 pixels, which will add a small gap. Left 50% plus translate x minus 50% centers it horizontally above the button, okay? So as you can see, it appears here, but it has no styles yet. So left 50% moves the left edge of the tooltip to the horizontal center of the button, and translate x minus 50% shifts the tooltip left by half of its own width. So combined with left 50%, this perfectly centers it above the button, okay? And here we also have scale to be 0.8. It will make it slightly smaller than full size. So this is the before hover state. We will handle it when it comes to hovering. So when we hover, it will grow to scale 1. So we will have some pop-in effect, okay? So now we need to add visual styles. So let's make it look like a tooltip. So here I will add these styles. So let's save it. And as you can see, now it looks way better. I really like it. So now it looks like a tooltip, but it's always visible. We need to hide it by default, and we want to show it only on hover. So for that, let's paste these styles. So as you can see, we hide it with opacity 0. So as you can see, opacity 0 makes it invisible, and pointer events none means the tooltip itself won't block mouse events. Without this, we would get a flicker bug when hovering. And we add transition to make the show and hide animate smoothly. Okay, But now when I hover, nothing is happening, and that's okay. We'll deal with it a bit later. And here we have white space, no wrap. It means that it will keep text on one line, okay? So that's it for our tooltip before. Next, we want to add the arrow using after. So now let's add the small triangle arrow below the tooltip box. For that, we can use after. Okay, so let's say dot tooltip after. So this is our second free pseudo element, and we will make the triangle with a CSS border trick, and no images will be needed. Okay, so now let's paste these styles, and now let's save it. As you can see, we still don't see anything. So an element with 0 width and height but thick borders becomes 4 triangles meeting at the center. So all 4 are there, but 3 are transparent. As you can see, the one we color, which is border top color, is the only one visible. And since it's the top border, it will naturally point downward like an arrow from the tooltip to the button. Now if I remove opacity to be 0, let's see what we will see. As you can see, we have an arrow, okay? But again, as with before, we want it to be hidden by default, and only when we hover, they should appear, okay? So that's the trick that we made, and that's great. So let's make opacity to be 0 again. So here we make content to be empty. So content property is required, but it is empty because no text is needed. Then we have position to be absolute. So we want to position it relatively to our tooltip wrapper. Then we have bottom, and we want to have it just below the tooltip box. So that's why here we have 2 pixels. Then we have left 50% for horizontal center. And here we have the same structure as here, okay? Then we have some common styles, and yeah, that's it for after. Then our next step should be that we want to show them on hover. So we are almost done. Now we just need to show both the box and arrow when the user hovers. So it will be just a few lines. So let's come here and let's say tooltip hover. Oops, let's say tooltip hover, just 1 colon, before, comma, tooltip hover after, okay? And here we want to make opacity to be 1. And when it comes to transform property, we want to have it just like that, but we want to make the scale to be 1, okay? Oops, let's remove it. So now let's save it, and let's try to hover over this, this, and this. So there it is, a fully working CSS-only tooltip and no JavaScript at all, okay? So now when I hover, as you can see, after I remove, we can see a triangle, which is from after, and a yellow box, which is from before, okay? Triangle from after, and a yellow box from before. Okay, that's really great. Now we can quickly add the other 3 directions for bottom, for left, and right. So to handle bottom tooltip, we can just flip the positioning. So here, let's save. Let's paste it just like this, and let's save it. So here what happens is that when we say bottom auto, we cancel the top positioning, and then here we have top calculation like this. We just place it below instead, okay? And arrow moves below too. And here we hide downward triangle and we show upward triangle, okay? We just flip the positioning. So now if I hover this, as you can see, we have the opposite of this one, okay? We can just really take a look at this. So here, when we have position, as you can see, we have only bottom, we don't have top. And here we also have only bottom. But here we cancel that by saying bottom to be auto. And when we say bottom to be auto, it will cancel the top positioning. And when we say top like this, we place it below instead. So we just really flip the positioning, okay? And then we do that trick with a triangle. Then when it comes for left, we can have the following. So for left, we move it to the right property instead. As you can see here, we have right. And also we use translate Y for vertical centering instead of translate X. Okay, so as I have said, bottom auto I already explained. Top 50% makes it to be vertically centered. Then left auto cancels left 50%. Then we have right, we place it to the left of the button, and we have vertical centering now. Okay, and the same for our triangle. And here we have border top color to be transparent and border left color. So it will give us a rightward triangle, which will point toward button. And this one will hide downward triangle, okay? And when we hover, we make it to be bigger. So let's save it and see. Great. But now if I remove this, let's see what will happen. Let's just remove it, yeah. So when I hover, as you can see, it isn't exactly what we want, so we need to hide it. Okay. And we will get what we want. Now the only one which is left is for right. So let's do it. So let's paste it just like this. So to save our time, I just paste the styles and then I go over them, and I think that this approach is quite good. Let me know in the comments. So with right, we have the same idea but mirrored. We use left instead of right and border right color for the arrow, okay? So here, as you can see, we have, so here top 50% vertically centers it, then we place it to the right, and we have already, I have already explained this and this. What do you think will happen if I remove bottom auto from here? As you can see, we have some bugs, so let's return it. And now it looks just the way we want, okay? Okay, so looks like we have what we want, and that's great. So that's it for directions, pure CSS, and no JavaScript. To use this on your own project, just wrap any element with class Tooltip and add data-tip with your message. To change direction, just add the class bottom, left, or right. So if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, I really appreciate it.